Well, some of you have been wondering what it is that I've been doing with my time. So many videos not being uploaded. Well, this is it. It's Valheim. This is me playing Valheim. It had only been out a few days. I was told about it, and I didn't know if I was going to like it. I admit I did not think that I would, and instead I got totally hooked. Look at this water. Look how beautiful this water is. The whole game is beautiful. It looks not so great at first. You think the graphics, oh, that looks terrible. But then, oh no, it's nice. At this point, this is very early on, and I didn't think I was going to record anything. But I went on a big adventure, and so I recorded that. Swimming around the raft. I had no idea what dangers lurked down in those waters. So carefree. So here I am. If you have played this game, and you probably have at this point, this is the plains biome, and it is a very high level biome, and I was just starting out. I'd played this for less than a day at this point. So this is not where I needed to be. I didn't know what I was doing. I saw that guy, see him over there? Oh, he looks like a friendly little goblin man. Yeah, he was not. Oh boy, and there's where I saw the village. My first look at a goblin village. I will deal with those later. Those will come up at another time. For now, I wanted to explore. This is the point when I realized just how brutal this game can be. Here it comes. And I got death skeetoed. It was like an instant kill. This destroyed me. So I built a bigger boat to be able to go get my raft. You see this island back here? Look at that. This was completely covered in trees when I found it. I clear cut that whole thing, flattened it out. I built the fence on the side for any little creatures that wanted to come from the other side of the island. It was a pretty good sized island. Anyway, I liked that. That was my very first one. I wish I could have kept it. Oh, sailing. Sailing in this is just as enjoyable. You'll notice the sail is up though. That's because I'm heading into the wind. I'm just doing gentle little paddles. That's my first troll. Ooh, I didn't know what kind of problems they would end up being later. After a long journey, I did finally make it back. I got my items, don't worry. Don't worry, I know you're worried. The Goblin Fortress. This was the first Goblin Fortress that I came across. Oh, I didn't know that it was going to be so dangerous either. But I didn't know how bad all this stuff was going to be. I just took off and went on my adventures. These things are way too strong for a noob like me, though. No matter how super good of a warrior that I was, yeah, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. They killed me. Oh, very sad. Another death meant another journey across the ocean to get there. I built up some stuff first before I did this. But look at that. Oh, it's so nice. Off into the fog. Now this right here, this was a big moment right here. We come up over this hill. Ah, there it is. The plains and one of those little villages. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. The Desquitos, I figured out how to take care of them. Just shoot them with an arrow. You can even make crappy little wooden arrows. It doesn't matter. It takes them out with one hit. Just watch for them. Be sneaky. You'll do fine. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I love stuff like this. Look how these trees formed. It's a procedural forest. Oh, look. Yeah, it's just cool. Nothing important. You know, for anybody who plays this, just because it's so satisfying, here's me chopping up and collecting some wood. Oh. Oh, yeah. I got the biggest boat currently in the game. And it's still just me, just lonely Baron. But you know, I'm gonna go off on an adventure. I want to get to the very south end of the map. Look here. So this is they call it the Kraken, but it's like a big turtle. Not like a Kraken, but it's like an island, and you can get on there and scrape off those barnacles. I want to be able to build something on there. That would be cool. But it sinks. It goes down into the water, and I don't mess with them here. Didn't want to mess with them. Didn't want to die. There's a lot of biomes in Valheim, and a couple of them aren't really finished. The Mistlands is one of them, and I found it. I found it here. It's a very strange land. It's full of giant trees and giant spider webs, and maybe there will be giant spiders there. Now, at this point, I was terrified. I thought for sure there's going to be horrible, horrible things in here that were going to eat me. As it turns out, this is actually a place where no mobs spawn, so I was safe. Or I thought I was safe, but I was not. A skeleton surprise! The Mistlands also has these gigantic skulls. I don't know what the deal is with these, or if anything is going to come of it. Or if they'll just be here, but man, I like that. Look at how surprised I am to find a giant skull here. Very surprised. I needed a place to bed down for the night, and I thought, what if I could build a place inside this tree? And so I did. In Valheim, you can put down a bed, and as long as there's a roof over it, then you can use it. This tree worked as a roof. This worked perfectly fine. It was a nice little camp. And I like that. I eventually did have to leave the Mistlands. There wasn't a whole lot there for me, but I will say I enjoyed my time. I think it'll be really cool when it's all fleshed out. The rest of this journey was really rough and extreme, and I did a lot of sailing on rough seas. There was big storms, big, angry storms, and I thought for sure I was going to flip my boat, but I made it. I made it through. And finally, after much sailing, look at this. There it is. Land ahead of me. I didn't know what I was about to run into, but it was, yes, the Ashlands. Very good. This is it. This is the very far south region of the map. And it is indeed on fire. Look at all this fire. It's like a hellscape. I did go ahead and build a place in the Ashlands, and I even put down a portal. Because, I mean, why not? I traveled all the way down here, right? Yar, har, har, sailing on the sea. Look at this. I love this. Now, here I'm being very sneaky because I got tired of my little troll cape that I had, and I wanted to kill some of these big loxes and get a lox cape. So I could go up in the mountains. They keep you warm. Oh, when they're on fire, they're so angry, and they'll destroy anything. They'll even destroy this rock that I'm on. It didn't, but it could. Now here I felt like I was going to get real tricky, and I wanted to steal things from this little goblin city. I really wanted to get in there and steal things from their chest. They also have fields. They farm things that you can only get from them. Flax, for example. Oh, but there's a Desquito over there, you see that? And you always gotta watch for those. There's also all these little glowing totems, those little purple things. Those are things you gotta collect. I didn't know at the time that you have to collect those, so I did not. But as you're about to see, things got a little hairy. And then I had to run away. Oh boy, look at all of those. I got away from this. Another goblin city to be sneaky with and go up and steal their things. I went around and stole things from quite a few of these before I actually found out that I was supposed to take those totems. I now have 4 of them as of this video. If I get 5, I can fight the final boss. That'll be nice. It'll be pleasant. I'll have some tea with the final boss. Trolls. Trolls are a huge problem. Look at how he smashes up my place. I was happy because they're attacking the Goblin City over there, but it's not as cool when he's destroying my place too. And if the trolls didn't do enough damage, here come the goblins to smash up everything else. Get out of my house, you stupid little things. I rebuilt the house, put it all back together. One thing about this game, if you want to build something and you don't like it, you can destroy it, get all your stuff back, and rebuild it. I actually didn't think that you got all of your stuff back in the beginning, but apparently you do. It sure seems like it. So you could just build and rebuild over and over. Oh, the goblin army. Always gotta be messing with the goblin army, don't I? Ow. I like clear-cutting forest, but it doesn't make the little dwarf people very happy. Whatever these things are, these gray dwarfs, they look like tree stump people. And they don't like it when I chop down the trees. So I chop them down instead. Whack. Now look at this over here. I got up into the mountains, and there's a werewolf. It's like a werewolf creature thing. He didn't bother me here, and I don't know why. Mutual respect, I imagine. Here's a lovely castle I took over on top of this mountain. Now, it doesn't look too spectacular yet, but I fixed it up. I fixed it up real good. This particular one I wanted to make into a sort of a more large-scale castle, so I took down the tower in the middle. Hey, you remember Red Faction? Remember you could knock out the bottom of the building and it would all collapse? It kind of reminds me of that. The trolls became a huge pain eventually in this area here, so I built some effigies to the trolls. Do you think they like them? I don't think they like them. He's angry, but his head will make a fine effigy. And so now, here I am. I'm getting my totems. I'm gonna fight that last boss of the game. And I had a great time. This game is fantastic. There's so much cool stuff going on, and I probably have to do some actual videos at some point. I don't know. But yes, it's true. This is where I've been spending a ridiculous amount of time playing this silly game. Anyway, so you could like and subscribe if you want to see more of perhaps this, which is Valheim.